Hello. Today is Monday, December 16th, 2024. This is the Side Show. I'm Theodore Parker, coming to you from Lexington, Kentucky, USA. And today, the weather in Lexington will be cloudy with periods of rain, highs in the upper 50s and lows in the upper 30s. Rain ends by 11 a.m. and more possible less than a quarter inch later. The high today will be 59. Currently it is 53 degrees and feels like 49. Today, sunrise was at 7:47 a.m. Sunset will be at 5:19 p.m. Wind 11 miles per hour, and the AQI is good at 18. In weather-related news, Cyclone Cheetah rips through Marietta off the Indian Ocean. As I said, this is a Side Show. I'm Theodore Parker. And if you're watching, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Over the weekend, in the news, Louisville came to Kentucky to play men's basketball college style. And if you watched or heard highlights in the news, the game went well. And I take that in the style of play. Kentucky had the lead the whole time. There was one incident which may have hit the video clips. There was a scramble for a loose ball. Louisville player, Lexington player, and in the struggle to get the ball, the Louisville player fell down, and but right in front of the Louisville bench. When this happened, the Kentucky player froze, brought his hands up to his shoulders, and stopped. But because he was standing over the Louisville player when this happened, right in front of the Louisville bench, then he was surrounded by Louisville players. Of course, the refs figured it out, and Kentucky with the win, 85-93 over Louisville. Next one. If you didn't know, Mark Zuckerberg donated $1 million to Donald Trump's inauguration. And of course, Mark also collaborated with a rap artist to make a song about his wife. If you haven't heard it, believe me. Anyway, Donald Trump, has been selected as Time Magazine Person of the Year. And this has brought some conversation since at the beginning of 2024. Donald Trump was convicted of 34 felonies. And he was scheduled for court in November of this year, but that has been postponed. But the DOJ has decided that he still does owe the $454 million judgment. Marines leaving Okinawa for Guam. This is something I can speak of. As a Marine, I did spend some time on Okinawa. And it's coming out of other sources as well, but the Military Times is saying that it's something that was agreed upon with Japan 12 years ago and has now been set in motion. So Marines are not the only military personnel on Okinawa, but they will be the ones transferring to Guam. Christmas tree is lit in downtown Lexington. That was on December 1st. I haven't been on Broadway at Triangle Park to see that yet. But here we are, December 16th. And Southern Lights, which is a big thing here in Kentucky, started on November 29th and will run until December 31st. It is a 3-mile stretch of lights, and there is a $35 fee to get into the Kentucky Horse Park to see this. That's where it's located. And the hours are from 5:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. Chris Rock opened SNL for his 50th anniversary. Talked about almost everybody and everything. I did not do sports Sunday. Instead, I binge watched Yellowstone to the season finale. Heisman Trophy Award, which came on after the Kentucky game. Travis Hunter selected to be the 2024 recipient. Plays for Coach Prime at Colorado. Speaking of football, Patrick Mahomes was groaning and moaning a little bit about having to play 3 games in 11 days over the Christmas holidays. Top stories. Ousted Syrian President Assad makes first public statement since fall of his regime. When the rebel leaders from Al-Qaeda came in and took over, he escaped to Russia. There was also a comment about Russian submarines having disappeared from the Syrian port. That might have been the way he got out. But anyway, he makes his first public statement since the fall of his regime. Mitch McConnell criticizes right-wing isolationists, says Trump must embrace U.S. hard power. Senator Bernie Sanders says Biden should very seriously consider preemptive pardons. Top stories continuing. Biden and Harris make appeal to Democrats at holiday reception. Russian paramilitary soldiers killed in friendly fire attack by North Koreans after enlisting DPRK help. If you remember, that was in the news as well. North Korea volunteering to help Russia's military. Marjorie Taylor Greene claims Biden admin is in control of drones. As you know, in the news, there was a drone sighting, mystery sighting of drones in New Jersey. As MAGA world pushes wild theories about mystery sightings. Ashton Genty says he should have walked away with Heisman over Travis Hunter. 16-year-old boy accused of killing 4 family members at a New Mexico home. And Kevin Costner told Yellowstone cast he was scared as hell at show's first table read. Israel, number 10 of the top stories for today, strikes targets in Syria as control hangs in balance. Excuse me. And this is my one to grow on. This is the Christmas season, holidays being what they are. Gift giving, shop till you drop, figure out who's on the list and who's not. So I was looking at celebrities. I think back in 2023, Magic Johnson did something that kind of warmed my heart. He spent $1.5 million for 6 weeks on a luxury yacht. The first 3 weeks, it was his wife and his children. The next 3 weeks, it was his wife and 3 other married couples that were friends of theirs. I had never seen that, so I thought that was generous and above. Next one, LeBron James spent money for dinner, champagne, expensive wine, and gifted, if I remember correctly, Rolex watches to his Laker teammates in an effort to encourage them to be in a winning season. I'd never seen that. Now, Taylor Swift coming off the Aries tour. Last show was December 8th. It's in the news that she gave $197 million in bonuses to everyone who worked on her Aries tour, including truck drivers, instrument technicians, dancers, makeup artists, and more. And I thought that was another case of above and beyond. And to me, like, everybody doesn't see money the same way. You know, you have some billionaires that will tell you they don't have any money. And then you'll see them throw it this way and throw it that way and spend it this way and spend it that way. But it's always good to show appreciation for people that got you where you want to go or where you wanted to be. And in this case, Taylor Swift did that. And I'll leave you with this one. Netflix, I believe, Red One. It was nothing like what I thought it was going to be before I watched it. So if you have time, that's something that you can do. This is The Side Show. I'm Theodore Parker. That's it. Hashtag.